Kart 66 in this one. They're going to try again. Given how the last one seemed okay.
Well, we'll give it. It's not our decision, Nick. We'll leave that to the.
It's realistically the last thing is us making any of the decisions. Do not let commentators make any decisions.
Here we go then. The Zip Kart teammates lead the grid across the line, and that looks a little bit tidier.
It's gone a bit chunky at the back.
Right, let's wait and see. We've got the start, and it's a Zip Kart 1-2 this time. Maybe that's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, the two yellow and black livery carts up towards Christmas Corner. That looks like the Synergy driver Logan Rolfe into third this time, as the Alfie Mare. Just get a confirmation. It's the number 15 of Alfie Mare.
15 from 12 from 32. So it's Mare from Masakis from Logan Rolfe, who's managed to get past Josh Cook. Cook was very quick at various points of the race in the second superheat.
Just to remind everybody, these are a slightly longer duration, our finals, 10 minutes and 1 lap. So we've got 2 minutes of extra racing than what we've seen already from these competitors. And already, we're still waiting for the tyres to come in, remember. 1 lap completed. I know we've had a couple of false starts. So maybe the next lap is when we see everything optimised. But things beginning to settle down with the first 3 breaking away now.
Good move from Dylan Singh Pahal. He's up to 4th overall. Sebastian Behrman, who's started a lot further back than he should, is up to 9th. I think he's climbed up about 8 places already, Behrman, the 37 car.
He started 17th, Nick, so he's up 8 places, yeah.
But obviously the early places are easier to gain than the later ones.
That's very true. You make up your majority of your places in that first lap. That's when everybody's bunched together. As things start spacing out, it becomes a little bit more tricky. The first 3 are literally bumper to bumper. And that's Mare, Masiokas and Rolfe. 2 Zip Karts and then the Synergy driver, Rolfe, just hanging on to there. And
I don't know, he's just...
Yeah, he looks like he's got a bit of pace, doesn't he? And I think if he could get past Masiokas, who likewise is on the rear bumper of Alfie Mare, but we've seen this so many times, haven't we?
Is this not just a case it's easier to follow than to lead?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they're all breaking off the back of the other drivers and going, yeah, I'll do that one, that's fine, I can break it. Oh, and out from the slipstream, but not past, comes Masiokas.
Yeah, he just looked like he went down the inside, but he didn't, because the speed difference between through Christmas Corner is very, very similar to the actual speed at the end of the straight.
I think Cook was battling hard with the 23 of Dean Singh Powell, but I think he's now had an issue.
Oh, we've got a change for second as Logan Rolfe through and ahead of Benedictus Masiokas. And Masiokas coming under pressure now from Dhyan Singh Pahal. Pahal right there with him. And it looks like the orange cart of Dhyan Singh Pahal looks like he's about to challenge the number 23 right on the tail now of the number 12. And there we've got a contact and the cart's off. Or did they get round from Christmas Corner? We might be able to see what happened there. Up into Christmas. There's the 2 leaders, Alfie Mare and Logan Rolfe. And then behind, that looks like Dhyan Singh Pahal, who it looked like as they went out of our view into turn 1 there, into oblivion. We had an issue with coming together. We'll be able to sort that out when they get back round and confirm who is where. But right now I can confirm who's leading this race. Whether that's for very long, I do not know. He's been the driver to beat in Micromax. And Logan Rolfe wants to make that a little bit different coming into this final. Glued together now, and there's the lonely sight of Dhyan Singh Pahal. Lewis Herbertson up into 4th. Benedictus Masiokas continues in 5th. Archie Rogers-Tyler 6th. Ethan Lloyd, Alfie Garrett, Jensen Walker and Lewis Kirkcaldy is the driver that rounds off the top 10. Into Ashby and out of Ashby, heading towards Parker. It looks to me like the Synergy kart of Logan Rolfe has got pace, and enough pace that once he clears Alfie Mare, he might even get a chance to break free. Down the inside into the boot. Logan Rolfe's got the line, but not the line into the second part of the boot, which is that's Alfie Mare's property. Thank you very much, he says, as they come through Pitts Bend. It'll be 5 laps completed then. We're about half a minute from half distance. So still plenty of racing to go. 10 minutes and 1 lap, remember, for the finals. Up towards Christmas, up the hill they go. And then coming wide out of Christmas corner through the right-hander at Inkerman's. A little bit of inadvertent nudging there just as they gathered pace and momentum through Ashby. We're just gearing up for a move here. He looked like he was looking down the inside.
Have you changed the battery? Thumbs up.
Alfie Mayer, he knows that Logan Rolfe is there. He looks over his right shoulder. Into and out of the boot. Through Pitts Bend. It will be 6 laps completed here. We cannot take our eyes off the lead battle as down the inside into oblivion, but round the outside has gone Alfie Mayer. Logan Rolfe hangs on to that second place, and side by side he's got the inside line into Christmas corner, and he will take the lead. Synergy leads from Zip with Logan Rolfe. He's been threatening to do that pretty much the whole of this race, and now we'll see the Synergy driver pulling away. Into and out of Chapman and heading back towards the paddock at boot. Into the left-hand part and then into the double apex right. Oh, and look at that, Logan Rolfe. I did suggest and speculate whether or not he had pace to pull away. That's been confirmed, certainly from me, as already about 0.4 of a second is the gap between first and second. We're inside 3.5 minutes. So Alfie Mayer, has he got anything in the toolkit? Dhyan Singh Pahal, he is a very lonely third place, and an equally lonely Benedictus Masiokas behind them in fourth. Lewis Herbertson and Archie Rogers-Tyler, 5th and 6th. Alfie Garrett, 7th. 8th is Ethan Lloyd. Jensen Walker, 9th. 10th is Elijah West now. Lewis Kirkcaldy just dropping to 11th and outside that top 10. Just having a look down the order. Freddie Blackshaw up to 22nd. We've got Sebastian Crawford, 19th. Chloe McGill in 20th in between them. Victor Poppercool involved in that one as well. That one's quite a tight battle there. Chloe McGill, Victor Poppercool and Freddie Blackshaw just trying to chase down Crawford. But up at the front, the gap's out to 6/10 now.
2.5 minutes to go. Surprise lead up for someone who's just disappeared for a few minutes to look at something else. It's Logan Rolfe from Alfie Mayer as they go through Ashby's. They're going to come to the left hand up into Parker. And in many ways, Rolfe, who had a 0.6 of a second at the end of the last lap, is certainly not being rapidly caught back by Alfie Mayer. Dhyan Singh Patel holding third in that red card. And then it's Benedictus Masiokas. We've got a kind of a Ronnie Carter's drive for the day. He's been coming from the back all day. Which was in this one.
That's a good one. That's an absolutely good one.
Sebastian Behrman's out again, isn't he? Somebody has some sort of major issue with technically. He dropped out after making some laps up. He's dropped a few laps back.
Yeah, 7 laps down actually. I think he's a retirement.
Ronnie Carter's in 15th on nominee. Where did Ronnie Carter start? You got the grid with you?
Yes.
So first, second, a little bit closer this time as they go through Inkerman's.
He started in 10th.
No, so that's not a massive way through the car. So he's had a little bit of a shuffle down in this final, but done well in the heat. Into Chapman, and now down the back straight for the boot. And in fairness, Logan Rolfe looking very, very comfortable as he strokes this kart into the last couple of minutes.
Ronnie Carter's dropped back to 15th from 10th.
So they're going to get at least...
Well, what happened, Nick,
three more.
Logan Rolfe, he did indeed pull away. However, he stopped pulling away. The gap went out to 6/10. It's now back to 3. So Alfie Mayer's responded very late in this race, inside the final minute now. And Alfie Mayer's found pace again. It's kind of come on. It's like a second wind. And he was struggling to stay with Rolfe. So it's either Rolfe's tyres beginning to go away from him or Alfie Mayer's found a second wind. And here we go. We were going to have a look in the midfield, but we can't now because Alfie Mayer looks over his shoulder. He doesn't see Dhyan Singh Pahal right with him. And there, look at that.
Slightly gapped again during this lap. Was down to 0.3 over the line. I think possibly Alfie Mayer, if I had any ability to give him some advice, I'd say, listen, son, just keep looking forward. Don't worry about what's behind you.
Absolutely. I think he's checked that now, and he knows not to bother about who's behind. And it's going to be 2 more laps after this one.
Yep. About to start the penultimate lap. They clock the time beam with 13 seconds to go, so they get 1 more lap, and then they're on the +1. Right through the crook there.
There's Pahal, Benedictus Masiokas slowly catching Pahal, with keeping a wary eye on that one as Alfie Mayer continues through and out of Christmas. And then you see how they use all of the curb at Inkerman's there. Into Ashby. Gap went out to 5 tenths. So it's kind of ebbed and flowed somewhat. It went out to 6, came back down to 3 tenths. Literally nothing in it, and it'll be the last lap board that these drivers see next time through. Into the boot then. For the penultimate time, it'll be the 1 lap to go board this time.
So the Microax final, the first of our finals in the first round of the Kart Championship, incorporating the Bambino Kart Championship, the Junior Kart Championship, the Cadet Kart Championship. Go for that very quickly, otherwise you could take most of the lap saying that.
This is actual for a podium. We'll see these drivers at our podium trophy presentation coming up later, or that will happen in the paddock when we've gone off air.
Oh, somebody not very well there, tending to somebody behind that marshal's post. They've come off the track, and they are just being I think probably just checking everything's okay. I don't think there's a major problem, because they wouldn't let the race round the was.
So Logan Rolfe heading towards the first checkered flag and the first trophy presentation of the day, as he will come through Pitts Bend. That's about marker number 26. Here comes the leader. He acknowledges the checkered flag in great style. Synergy driver Logan Rolfe takes the win from the Zipcart team of Alfie Mayer. Benedictus Masiokas, he did indeed catch and pass Dian Singh Pahal. So it's a Zipcart 2 and 3, a double podium for them.